Hi students, good morning. Today we are going to learn word problems from self-practice 3A, page number 33. Here, this is your fifth question. So let us see what it is. At its deepest, the Indian Ocean is 7,906 meters. The Pacific Ocean is 3,088 meters deeper than that. How deep is the Pacific Ocean? So now here we have two oceans in the question. Do you know how many oceans we have in our world? So find it out and text me a message in our group. So we have, okay, I don't want to say the answer. You find how many oceans we have and text me. Right. So here we have two oceans, Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. So let us understand the question clear first. For example, here this is my Indian Ocean. So this is the water inside the Indian Ocean, and this depth of water inside, how much length it is there, that length we are saying it is inside the earth, right? So we are going to say it as depth. Okay, here this depth is 7,906 meters. Indian Ocean water is depth of 7,906 meters. Now see the next point. The Pacific Ocean is 3,088 meters deeper than that. Here it is comparing. It is deeper than this. This is only 7,906 meters. And now it is deeper. 3,000 extra. It is deeper. 3,088 meters deeper than this. So now tell me which one is the more depthest ocean here? Depthiest ocean is Pacific Ocean. Why? Because it is 3,088 meters more than Indian Ocean's depth. Okay. Now we have to find out the depth of Pacific Ocean. You can see the picture and you can see it clearly. What we have to do? Addition or subtraction? So to find out Pacific Ocean's depth, we have to add this extra 3,088 to already the depth 7,906. So if we add this 2, we'll get Pacific Ocean's depth. So if you want on the rough space, you can make this diagram, small rough diagram, Indian Ocean, 7,906 meters. And this is extras one, 3,088 meters. And this entire total one will be Pacific Ocean's depth. Right? Now let's solve the problem by writing steps. So see the question and tell me what would be the first step. Even though it is an offline video, you have to open up and you have to give answers. Right? Keep that in your mind. So this is the first point. What they give, Indian Ocean is 7,906 meters depth. So here the step we are going to write is depth of Indian Ocean. So in what unit they are giving us? In what unit means meters or kilometers or centimeters? In what unit they are giving us here? In meters, right? So I am going to put in the question statement itself, depth of Indian Ocean in meters. So what it would be? 7,906. Right? Now we have to find out depth of Pacific Ocean, right? So here number of meters deeper than Indian Ocean, 3,088. See what we are going to write here. Depth of Pacific Ocean. This we are going to find out. Depth of Pacific Ocean in meters. To find out depth of Pacific Ocean, what I told you to do? 7,906 to be added to 3,088 meters. So if we add this 2, we'll get the depth of Pacific Ocean. Let's do this problem down. So in the same way, you're supposed to write in your classwork. Plus 3,088. You are very well known about additions. So say the answer quickly. You pause the video and do the problem and check your answer with me. Right? 8 plus 6 it is 14. 8 plus 1 it is 9. 9 plus 0 9. 7 plus 3 10. So here 10,994 meters. So here at the last ending step, what you're supposed to write is, actually I don't have enough space here, but you write the same step again. Depth of Pacific Ocean is 10,994 meters. So this is your fifth problem, right? Let's go with another problem. Students, now we discussed this fifth question, and this sixth question is your homework. See here, a factory manufactured 6,754 ink pens and 3,598 ball pens in a month. How many pens did the factory manufacture in a month? So they are not specifying how many ink pens, how many ball pens. They are asking in total how many ink pens and ball pens together. So together means what you are supposed to do? Addition. So the steps would be number of ink pens manufactured, number of ball pens manufactured, total number of pens manufactured. In that way you will get the steps. You solve this problem. Okay. Let's continue with our next problem from self-practice 3C of your textbook, page number 36. Let's understand the question first. On a holiday, the Sharma family spent rupees 13,458 on petrol and rupees 13,765 on food and rupees 22,900 on stay. They also spent rupees 11,050 on sightseeing and shopping. How much did the Sharma family spend in all? See here, they went for a holiday trip. If we have time, we'll also go for a holiday trip, right? So holiday trip will not go without money. We need to take a vehicle, we have to make it full with petrol or diesel, and then we have to go for any other place, any beautiful place. Then there we have to check out for the room to stay. So if we are going to stay for one night or 2 nights, what we'll do? We'll take a room, we'll book a room and we'll stay there, right? And for food, we'll spend money, and for also shopping, enjoyment, we'll spend money. In the same way, here there is a family, Sharma family. What they did, they planned a holiday trip. On that holiday trip, they spent 13,458 on petrol. It means they spent for vehicle charges, petrol. To move the vehicle, it needs petrol, right? To work on, we need food. In the same way, to a vehicle, it needs petrol. So they spent 13,458 rupees on petrol and 13,765 rupees on food. It's a family, right? So for all the members, food items, for food maintenance, they spent 13,765 rupees, and then 22,900 rupees on stay. So what is meant by stay? To live, to stay for some time. So if they went to another place, they can't come to home immediately, right? For that purpose, for stay, they spent 22,900 rupees. And they also spent sightseeing, to see beautiful places, and for shopping, they spent 11,050 rupees. Now we have to find out how much amount they spent in all. So by seeing this word, you can simply say that this is addition. So to find out the total amount we are going to add all the amounts. So before adding that, we have to write the steps in word problem. So first, what they gave? Petrol. So what they are spending here? They are spending money. So here it is money, so we use the word amount. Amount spent for petrol. This would be the first step, right? Amount spent for petrol. So later I'll write numbers. First let me write the steps. Amount spent for petrol. Then for food, amount spent on food. Then amount spent on stay. Then amount spent for, so one by one it should come, okay? Spent for sightseeing and shopping. The last step would be total amount spent by Sharma's family. Have a look here. See, first for petrol, 13,000. Here I am not putting commas. Why? Because to do addition it will be clean and neat. 13,458. Amount spent on food, 13,765. See here, one by one I am writing. You should also maintain like this only. So this is also in 10,000s. This is also started in 10,000s. See, 22,900 on food. Spent on food is 13,765 rupees. Then amount spent on stay. It is 22,900 rupees. Amount spent for sightseeing and shopping. See here, I didn't write step like this. Why? Because here we are writing numbers. So I wrote in the next line. You can also maintain the same if this is not in a line. Okay. So amount spent for sightseeing and shopping, it is 11,050. Right. To find out the total, what we supposed to do here? Addition. The symbol of addition is plus. It is compulsory to write the symbol plus. So do addition here. 8 plus 5, 13. 1 in the next place. Right. 10, 16, 17. So you pause the video and do the problem. 21. 11. 6. So here the total amount spent by them is 61,173. So in the last step, total amount spent by Sharma's family is 61,173. Okay, wait. So before this we have to put rupee symbol, right? Rupees 61,173. Right? So the next problem is your homework. I'll explain the question. You follow the steps and write the answer well and show it to me in the home task group. Thank you kids. Have a nice day. Here, first problem just now we discussed in the class. The second one you are going to do. In an examination, 56,321 students passed. If the number of failures are 16,758, find the total number of students who appeared in the exam. So to pass or to fail, they should write the exam, right? It means the students who have passed the exam, they also have written the exam. Students who have failed in the exam, they also have written the exam. So to find out the total number of students, you are going to add these two numbers. The steps would be number of students passed, number of students failed, total number of students. Right? So you follow the steps and do the problem. Send it in the home task group.